I linked up Samantha to Alton and Jumba, who's the founder of Slique Events Planner Limited, that has been behind hundreds of weddings and events within and outside the country. Slique Events has its headquarters in Eldoret and also has its presence in neighboring Rwanda. They have served numerous corporate and government institutions including Nandi County, Safaricom, CAK, Kisii County, amongst others.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Fine, thank you. My name is Samantha.
Altonin.
Wangi.
Pleasure meeting
That
you.
is?
Altonin Jumba.
Altonin.
Yes.
Powerful name.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm in the wedding space, a wedding planner, and my company is called Little Weddings. And I was just hoping today we could have a nice chat about your company, because I know you're a seasoned wedding planner, a few awards under your belt. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself.
Like I said, my name is Altonin Jumba. I'm the proprietor of Slique Event Planners. Now 12 years in existence. We started way back in 2007, and we are based in Eldoret and Kigali, Rwanda. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So what got you into the wedding space?
It's funny because this started all the way when I was in college. That is in Eldoret Polytechnic. I used to be the entertainment minister. So it's something that I've picked over time. And I used to organize events in school. So after school, I just proceeded to doing events. But at this time, I didn't have much on my side. So I used to actually outsource. And I remember at some time, I worked for an event planner in Eldoret. And that is how I started gaining my experience. But then thereafter, I came to Nairobi. And I was employed here for 2 years. And then I went back to the wedding planning industry. And that is where I have been until now. Yes.
So when you moved to Nairobi, what took you back to Eldoret initially?
I was here on employment. I used to work for an organization. But I felt that this was not my thing. The event thing was still inside me. And I tried doing it in Nairobi, but then I realized the market here is so saturated. And there were actually challenges up country, that is the western region of this country, that needed more of these services than Nairobi. So the reason why I went down to Eldoret is because I wanted to offer solutions on that side, because there was no one on that side, and everyone wanted to be in Nairobi. So I decided to be the change that Eldoret wanted to have. And that is where I have been, and I believe if anything happens, I will leave a mark in this industry.
So with the nature of your business, how are you able to sort of manage the kind of suppliers? Because one of the things that I recognize is working with people has its challenges. Do you have your own suppliers, or do you have a panel of experts who work within, your packages for your weddings?
Slique Event is an all-inclusive organization. We offer all solutions to our clients. We are actually setting up a gown shop, which will be up by September.
Wedding gowns?
Yes, wedding gowns. This was necessitated because of the many times we have worked with people and they have let us down. It is always good to have a network of guys you can rely on in terms of them supplying you with certain things. Because in the event industry, they say you can never have everything, but you struggle to have almost everything that you need. So we have been let down so many times with other suppliers that we decided to actually mold our business in a way that we will have our own staff. We will not be depending on other people. So we have everything and all solutions that you need for your wedding.
It's a one-stop
Yes,
shop.
it's a one-stop shop.
So for example, with the catering, you have a catering team within your band.
Yes, we do have a catering team, the same way we have a photography team, and we have an entertainment team, from the DJ to the sound technicians to MCs of a wider range that a client would choose from. Yes.
I think that's fantastic. It's a bit capital intensive, no?
It is, and it takes time for you to be able to build that kind of a business, and patience is key, because most people would want to get into this business and make it immediately. It is a business that has so much, and the money in this business is good, but you need to be able to take one day at a time, one step after the other, because if again you make a wrong move, then you will mess up your business. Because what I've come to learn over the 12 years is this event changes every night. If you're on Pinterest, you will realize that you'll sleep today with a certain idea that you picked from Pinterest, and you'll wake up tomorrow morning to a whole new idea.
Right.
So the idea is always to be ahead of every other person. Be a friend of Google and always research on whatever you do or whatever you want to do. That is what keeps you in the game. And that is what brings money to you, because every time you're different, you're able to sort out solutions, you're able to provide solutions to clients and give them something unique that someone else has not done. Because it's a changing business. Every night, there's something new coming into this market. Yes.
There is something that is very common in our Kenyan culture called the committee. The good old committee, you know, the band of people who come together to either assist a couple in mobilizing their funds or planning different aspects of the wedding. How do you handle this? Because I also understand that that's a big challenge, because the committee also ends up being this big voice, and it's a big decision maker that sometimes tends to, you know, either slow down the process of payment because they are trying to pull together, or even, you know, just decision making. Some people in the committee may feel, no, we don't want their food, my auntie makes better food, you know. How do you handle that, especially in the cash flow area?
Basically, at Slique Events, we believe that our clients are the bride and the groom. The committee is not my client. So basically what we do is simple. We sit down with the bride and groom and get to know what they want. And then if they are actually backed by the committee, we will send them back to the committee to be able to present what we have agreed upon. Because you need to realize that the many people in the committee have varied ideas and they have varied vested interest. So when you start dealing with the committees directly, then you will not be able to achieve even what your client wants you to achieve. So basically what you do and what we do at Slique is we sit down with our clients, get to know how much they want to spend and how much they're willing to pay. And then we send them back to the committee. Now, what happens at the committee level is they are only discussing how much can you give us in terms of financing.
Thank you so much, Altonin.
You're welcome.
I had a great time talking with you.
Me too.
And I'm so excited to be a mentee, so we shall be seeing each other soon.
No problem. You're welcome.
Thank you. After meeting Altonin today, I've learned a couple of things. I think I can mention two. The first one I would say is not to be afraid or not to be wary of venturing into unknown markets. Him going all the way to Eldoret was a big move for him, but it has been a pillar for his success. Another one that I have learned is it is a capital intensive business, but having a lot of the supplies under your belt is a lot easier for you when it comes to managing the quality of the service that you provide for your couples.
On the Hustle Hangout, I feature Ashok Sani, who's a daring designer seeking to have his brand Ashok Sani Tailored become a force to reckon with in the world and compete with imported brands through its competitive edge, which is customized and affordable designer suits and clothing for both men and women.
I'm Ashok Sani. I'm the CEO and founder of Ashok Sani Tailored. We usually do custom-made outfits, specifically menswear. I started this business because when I was growing up, most of the time when you're looking for specifically menswear, you're looking for, if you have a taste for something, it was very hard to get it. So most of the time when I was going to, maybe most of the time you're going to Gikomba, you're looking for an outfit, you want a specific outfit, but you couldn't find it. So with time, that urge grew, but it couldn't be satisfied. So I decided, why wouldn't I do the same and satisfy my urge? So I started by making outfits for myself. So as I grew more and more, people liked it. But like when you wear something, people like it. So I decided, why don't I do a business out of this? Because if people are liking it, why should I not try and sell a piece or two? So that's when it started, when I was still in campus. Actually, the first amount I got was around 20,000 shillings. I got it for my mom because I was making outfits for myself. So I made like 2 suits from that first. So I saw how people reacted, like friends and family. So the quality wasn't that good, but the idea, people saw the idea from that. So I decided, let me start from there. So the first amount I invested in the business was 20,000 shillings. I'm trying to look for a niche in the market where I can satisfy every single man's needs in terms of menswear. Because other brands coming in, either are very expensive or very cheap. Very high quality or very low quality. That's the problem. Now the bridge in between for the normal middle class, earning the high-end suits. You can make the middle class or high-end suits. So you're just trying to satisfy the normal mwananchi, and at the end of the day, still make quality out of that. I started doing suits because I found out that when something like Kitenge and Ankara is being, the market saturated with Kitenge and Ankara. It's a comfort zone for everyone. So everyone is doing Kitenge and Ankara. Why don't I do suits? Because I love suits. Suits, for every single man, whether you're 70 years old or you're 5 years old, you look good in a suit. So I decided, let me try and do these suits, which are very expensive in a shop. Why don't I do a normal suit that anyone can wear and anyone can afford? The quality and the fabric, the quality of finishing and the fabric. Because if something of high quality, at the end of the day, you can just see it. And good quality fabric, you can just feel it. So you look for the, even if you see the finishing, if the finishing is very good, you just see it, it'll be very visible. And the quality of the fabric, you just touch it, you'll feel it. So something good, you'll see it at the end of the day. So look for the texture and the quality of finishing. You just need to know what you want to achieve. Because if it's a normal day you're going to work, you need to know what environment you're in. If it's a restrictive environment, you should know which colors, which shoes you should wear. If it's a fun environment, you should just be trying new things, new colors, playing around with colors. Something like this, a pink suit, because I'm not restricted by color, I'm the designer, so I can wear any color I want. So just play around with it, but work with your skin tone and the environment.
Thank you so much for having watched the show, man. We appreciate your feedback week in, week out through our social media handles. If you don't know how to get in touch with us, our handles are running below the screen. Hope you've been inspired by the Hustle Hangout segment. If you're an entrepreneur and like to be a part of it, feel free to reach us on our social media handle. Remember each and every Wednesday to grab a copy of The Standard, which is also available on e-paper to read the Business Coach column on the Hustle magazine. My name is Ian Dennis. Until next week, same place, same time, keep it right here on the Business Coach, where we help entrepreneurs better their businesses.
Here are events to look out for. On August 8th, there will be a Youth for SDG Forum at USIU from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. hosted by Ignite Trade Africa. On September 10th, there will be a Certified Cyber Threat Intelligence Professional Training at Best Western Plus Meridian Hotel from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. hosted by iTrek Professional Training. On September 19th, there will be a grassroots entrepreneurship training at Kenyatta University main campus from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you like your event mentioned or the Business Coach to be a part of your event, feel free to reach us on our social media handles.